Here's what is taking place in Iran. By the way, the count now of protesters getting killed in Iran, the report says 16, some say 20, some say a lot more than that, but they are not slowing down. But what's taking place with Iran? Khamenei, Rob, if you want to pull up his tweet. I'm so proud of Rob. Now he knows how to, type out Khamenei, like he knows how to do Deuteronomy. There's like this. We're getting so much better in spelling right now.
There's so much spit on his microphone.
Look at this here. He says, we will bring the enemy to its knees.
I love what you responded, Pat. What did you say?
We will not give in to the enemy. Rob, if you want to go on Twitter. So he's saying this, right? Acting all tough. And I responded to the guy, and I said, let me see what I said to him. I don't know, if somewhere in there, Rob, if you can't find it, it's fine. Is it right there? Yeah, you are, he says, we will bring the enemy to the knees. And I said, you are the enemy of your people, right? Well, what he's got going on to Iran. And then reports have it that he is on the run. Reports have it that he is allegedly going to Russia to hide.
Oh, weird.
Okay, he is going to Russia to hide.
Really?
And yeah, that's alleged reports. If you type in, is the report in here, Rob, or you don't have it here?
I don't believe it's in there.
Okay, so why don't you just go out on Google and type in Khomeini, Russia, Khamenei. There you go. Ayatollah Khamenei plans to flee to Moscow. This is the Times. If Iran unrest intensifies, the Republic's supreme leader has plotted an exit route out of Tehran should his forces fail to quell dissent. And intelligence report reveals. Go a little bit lower, Rob. Khamenei has a backup plan to flee the country. Should his forces fail, 86 years old, plans to escape Tehran with a close circle of up to 20 aides and family. Should he see that the army and security called on quell the unrest and deserting, the plan B is for Khamenei and his very close circle of associates and family, including his son and nominated heir apparent Mojtaba, an intelligence source, Ben Sabti, who served for decades for Israeli intelligence after fleeing the regime after 8 years after Islamic Revolution, told the Times that Khamenei would flee to Moscow and there's no other place for him. Where else is he going to go? Well, what other place is he going to go? China may not even want the guy. He's got to go to Moscow because Moscow is the place that Russia owes him. Because Iran's been selling him so many drones that they're like, oh, I'm your number one customer. Listen, then I'm going to come and stay over there and feel safe about it. So Iran's not looking too good. And the chaos is continuing. I'm trying to see which video I was trying to go to. Tom, I'll come to you on this because you look like you have some thoughts. Go for it.
Well, excuse me. I actually have a question for you based on history. Didn't Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, right? If I said that correctly, I have to identify him. Wasn't he exiled in France before the 78, 79 revolution?
He was.
So we've kind of seen this playbook before, right? They escape and go someplace, and then they wait until maybe it's safe to come back. It's like we've seen this history before, but it doesn't look like this time the Iranian people are having it.
The only difference is the first time Khomeini went to France, he was in his 50s, if not 60s. This guy's 86 years old. His time is up. So it's not really him that we're worried about. It's his son. That could be the replacement.
The whole family.
That's right. Yeah. So the whole thing that his son is the one that right now the wealth is probably going to go to, and a lot of people right now are fighting to see who gets it. It's like the Game of Thrones. Okay, it's like the Game of Thrones.
It really is.
Oh my God, it's like the Game of Thrones scene. Who is about to get the power? Who's going to be? They're all fighting for it, right?
Yep.
Which son is going to be getting the power? But with Iran, Rob, do you have that clip? The one clip over here that says Iran's Khamenei lashes out at protesters at nationwide anti-regime unrest grows. Do you have that one clip from page 16? Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Yep. It's unfortunately, I believe it's in.
Watch this.
بجاست اما اعتراض غیر از
اغتشاش است. Rob, please.
ما با معترض حرف میزنیم باید حرف بزنن مسئولین.
Pause it right there. I thought it was the translation for Americans
he said he
to
wants
see.
to talk.
No. Half presenting. Yeah, we're talking.
I have a translated version
go
of
for
it.
it.
I don't know, but it's AI, so I don't know how good it's going to be.
Go for it.
Okay, John.
It's a different day, but this day is different from riots. We need to prune our hair after we prune it. It is useful to be disturbed by spam. Put the troublemaker in her place, put the troublemaker in his place. The eruption of the century to the east of Harry. For rent, May luxury, Sinjam and Rakesh are the beginning centers. This is a certain amount of money. Beyond the destruction of the body of the country of Pashtisar, let the faithful and healthy and Anglos be free from Itrazuns and fight from the basket.
Yeah.
Sloan is not acceptable before. You can't destroy the enemy's work by knowing the enemy's name, not by any means from the basket. Here Dina Fardises, from Kisan, from Swata, from Bait, the CD Nemo. The most important thing is that when a person is an enemy, he is a creditor. Do you impose something on the drawer, on the Muslims, on the government, on the nation?
Language.
Yeah.
With her,
he's
she
speaking,
will
you can
cover
pause
the
it
whole
right there. Go
20
ahead.
in
How old
front
is
of
he?
the...
He's in his
86. He's
Okay.
86 years old.
He's done.
He's 86 years old. But it's not him that you're worried about. It's his son that you're worried about. And right now, with everything that's going on over there's stories about it. Here's a story from The Guardian. No future for us. Disaffected Iranians say it's now or never to topple the regime. A sudden nosedive in the value of Iran's currency was the final blow to the population growing tired of being patient under an ailing economy. Protesters soon began in Iran and spread, kicking off the country's biggest protest in years. At least 10, and now it's 20 people killed. Despite my mother's fears, I joined in. Do you have, oh my God, you have to see this video. Rob, do you have this video of the son crying, pleading? Oh, you have, folks. I'm going to send this to you, Rob, if you have it.
This one right here.
Let me see. That's the one. Vinny, watch this. You have to watch this. Go for it. Don't go. Why shouldn't I go? Brother, working like a dog from morning to night. Like a dog. Can't be done. I have nothing left to lose. My parents are falling apart before my eyes. I can't do a damn thing. My mother wished for me to get married. I wish they would wrap me in a blanket tomorrow and bury me. Why shouldn't I go? Let me go. But at least I didn't sleep with a guilty conscience at night. Let me go that if my child asks me, what did you do? I won't say I couldn't do anything. I just got the chills all over. Wow. Every night the thought that it gets too late to act. Why shouldn't I go? It's way too late. We've endured so much. I've had it up to here. I can't. If you join me, you're appreciated. And if you don't want to come, just don't forget me. Are you kidding me?
Oh my
Are
God.
you seeing where it's gotten to in Iran?
And when I hear people, and you're all going to hear the same noise over and over and over, they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Okay, they're just sitting here talking crap, and they don't understand. By the way, first of all, I am so proud. It's come to a point of that. Okay, and then when people are like, "Oh, Israel and America," shut up. Okay, do you understand what it's like to be ruled by these people? Okay, like first of all, you got to cover your face, ladies, or they'll beat your ass in the head and kill you. Remember that girl? I forgot her name. It was just hanging off her head. They beat her ass to death. Okay, if you're a protester, they will find you and they will kill your ass. Okay, public hangings. Women are worth half of a man in court. So when I hear these liberal women talking about that, you're not even worth half of a man in Iran. Okay? Homosexuality, they're throwing your ass off of buildings. Girls can be married as young as 9. And I know liberals, you guys are okay with that because all your transgender and all your, you guys don't give a damn about children, but enough. Nobody gives a damn about your, America. They're doing it on their own organically, but they're going to need help. They're going to need help. And I'm telling you right now, good for them. I'm so freaking happy for the people because I think that it's not going back from here. From this point on, Adam, it's not. You can't undo it. The citizens now have guns. They're firebombing places that are of the military. There's no turning back now. They're done, and I'm proud of them. Good for them.
Well, time is up for.
And not all the IRGC, right?
Yes, IRGC. Islamic
Not all the
Revolutionary Guard Corps.
IRGC. They have the equivalent of a National Guard, which is like a police level.
Yes.
And apparently these guys did not show up in the numbers that were dispatched.
Good.
And that did not, because you go back 10 years ago, they would, and help me with my history here, Pat, they would just fire into the crowds.
They drove over with trucks.
There would have been a couple hundred casualties when you have 10,000 citizens out there protesting, but we're still counting casualties, which were tragic, in tens. We're not counting them in hundreds. And what's interesting to me is that when you hear that the military doesn't show up, that is usually, historically speaking, one of the big signs when the government can't get the military to do it. The citizens that are in the military are usually saying enough to the government they serve.
That's awesome.
So that video of that young man basically pleading with his mother, I have to go protest. I have to go protest. Number one, salute to him. But the question is, how many more young men feel exactly like that? My guess is it's millions. Imagine your mother saying, don't go. I don't want you to lose your life. He says, I have to. What am I going to tell my children? That I stayed at home? I have so much respect for the people of Iran. Not just because of my CEO and boss and friend PBD right here, just because I know a lot of Persians in this country and beyond who want more than anything a free Iran. So if we think that we're seeing amazing protests in Venezuela, if we're seeing that we're seeing amazing protests when Syria's liberated, I can't wait to see the parades that happen in Tehran, Iran, when the Ayatollah falls and the people of Iran can be free. It's coming. It's inevitable. The momentum is there. And I feel like whether it's now, whether it's next year, the time is now. The MLK famously said the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. 46 years they've been living under this oppression. How long has Venezuela been dealing with this? 25 years?
Yep.
Almost double what's going on in Iran. And you know who the Ayatollah fears the most? His own people. And they're coming for him.
He's hiding.
And he might be fleeing. We're going to see what's happening there. The people are miserable. They're unemployed. The inflation is rampant. The economy is plummeting. They're focusing on nuclear weapons and funding terrorism rather than feeding their people and providing them with drinking water. His time's up.
By the way, if you want to play this clip, Khamenei has advice for you. This is a speech he gave in 1979, Iranian people. Advice from Khamenei. Ruhollah Khomeini, one of the top 5 most powerful figures in the Islamic religion. If you play this, they won't understand it. I want to read up top. So, Rob, if you can get out of it and then play it while having that. So in this speech, this is somewhere around October of 79-ish when he's giving the speech to the Iraqi people. But we can turn this message around and play it for the Iranian people. Go ahead, Rob, play the clip. What he's saying here is blow up places that belong to the government, paralyze its economy. Don't pay taxes to it. Don't pay for water and electricity. Don't give it the other things it wants. Hold demonstrations. I know that everyone has a bleeding heart from this regime. Stab it in the back. Go on strike. It cannot stand against the nation. Pause it. Khomeini is giving you that advice. Khomeini is giving you that advice. Okay? So if Khomeini is giving that advice to a regime that's destroying its people, flip it and do it to that, to what do you call it? To that government right now in Iran that's doing it to you. The level of bravery and courage that is taking place with these guys, it's absolutely insane. So many people all weekend like, oh my God, why can't you just get behind Reza Pahlavi? And why can't you just do this? And why can't you just do that? I don't know how many clips you guys have. Your Iranians are starting to finally share and say, what the hell are you talking about? Here's what Reza Pahlavi said to all your Iranians that are so infatuated and you have this romance like, oh, but no, but you don't understand. Here's what Reza Pahlavi said. Why don't you take his word for it, Rob? I just sent you the clip. It's all over X. And I have multiple clips like this to ask him, do you want to go back to Iran? No. Do you want to take your family back? No. He has said it now, and it's all over the place, and you guys are still romanticizing with this. Watch this clip. Go ahead, Rob.
You keep asking one question. Whether or not I'm going to take my family back there. Because in a way you are thinking whether or not you can take your family back there. We would all like to be able to go back home and be able to live there if possible. And I see in a realistic sense that we can keep flowing and going back and forth. We don't have to be pinned in one place. We cannot divest because honestly, my life has been for the past 40 years here in America. My children live here. My friends live here. Everybody that I know is here. So if
it's almost unfair to them.
If I was to go back, what do I go back to? But you keep asking one question.
If I go back to Iran, his line, what do I go back to? Do you know what's the criticism he's gotten over the weekend? Over the week? While this is happening? Where are you? People are saying he was on vacation. He's doing what he's doing. Rob, I'm going to send you this clip here. I don't know if you want to accept it on your phone. If it's not coming through, I can text it to you as well. He doesn't want the job. and all this, chanting, you guys better find another person. He can play a very important role. I hope he does. But all this chanting you're doing, the Iranian, it's not letting you, Rob, to come through?
No, sir.
Okay, it's all good. I'll try to text it to you to play it. And this is again from your guy that you guys want, who doesn't want the job. Doesn't want the job. I said something last Friday night on the podcast. I said, I'm going to post it on X and direct it at him. Probably I'm going to post it right after this and say, a question for you, Reza Pahlavi, a message for Reza Pahlavi, and see what the audience will say about it. Rob, are you getting the text or no?
It just came through.
Okay. So if you look at this video, this is from the other conversation that we had together. Very point blank question. Do you want this job? Do you want to go back and be the CEO? He says no. He says no. And by the way, for the people that are judging, there's 3 people in that community. Those of you guys that are judging, those of you guys that are celebrating, Rob, it's not come through yet?
No.
Okay, I just sent it to you in the video. It should be up there if you don't have it on your phone. I text it to you, Rob. So can you just transform it from there to your thing?
So you're saying the 3 groups?
Yeah, the 3 groups are following. One group is the one that is romanticizing to go back to the Shah. It's not going to happen. He's not his father, and he's not his grandfather. That's not going to be coming. Fast forward, okay, you can play the clip, Rob, but I have no desire to be the CEO, moving my entire family to Iran, running Iran, putting the crown, and being the 3rd king that represents to do this with my family. That's not my interest. Am I reading that correctly?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know this is the first time I've heard you say this? And this is the first time I've heard you say this. And for me, what it does to me as a viewer, he just said he does not want to go back and be the CEO running it. So that whole Shahanshah and all this stuff, that whole Bandar Pahlavi or that whole Park Shahanshah that we used to go to as kids, and it would snow, it was awesome. I would go play soccer there, and I would go bike in that one circle that they had, and we would eat balad, we would eat, corn and on the water and the salt, and how delicious that, you remember that, how amazing, or you would eat jigar with the green on top of a loghme kebab, or you would do the jigar and you would eat it. It was so flippin' delicious with the salt on top of it on the skewers that they would do kebab. It was so amazing, and the dough you would drink in Abali or Abegarm. Wasn't that awesome? I have some of the best memories of my life in Abegarm. Abali, we would go to this place. If you went underwater, the water was gas, Vinny. You'd go on while you couldn't breathe. You have to come back. Dad, what do you mean? He said, go underwater. My dad's like, try to go under the water. I'm like, Dad, the water's gas. He says, go see what happens. You go under the water. Go, I can't breathe. Boom, you come back up. We go to a place called Abegarm. The place smelled like hot water. Abegarm, warm water. You would go and be in the warm water. Those days under Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi are not here. We will forever romanticize about those days, about the way he carried himself in interviews and everything that he was doing. Those days are not here today, but he can play a very important role. So one group, it is a romantic group. The other group, that's the hating group of him, that also needs to stop. And the third group is the group that is just saying, man, I just want to see Iran be free again. Fantastic. If you're part of the third group, go find a candidate that's willing to do the job. Go find a candidate that's willing to do the job in Iran. That's what you guys need in Iran. Iran needs, but by the way, if you think about the sequencing on the way that it's going, here's what's common. What's common is what? In U.S., what did they do to Venezuela?
You need a
U.S. You needed U.S.'s help. Okay, what's going to happen with Cuba? By the way, can you imagine if Cuba also goes through it and we start going to Cuba and visit?
That'd be nice.
You need U.S.'s help. What do you need for Mexican cartel to be done? Scheinbaum is not cleaning house.
Of course
you
not.
need Americans' help. Well, what do you think is going to happen with Iran? Okay, all of these things, this is Iranians' biggest opportunity. Don't screw it up. Look at that young man is pleading for freedom in Iran. I hope he gets his wish and it becomes a reality But I hope the Iranian people are finally using some logic and emotion combined, realizing you got to move on of the Mohammad Reza Pahlavi coming back to Iran because he does not want to do that. His son does not want to do that.
So every movement needs a leader, needs a figurehead. I mean, here at Valuetainment, we rally behind you. Corina Machado, she won the Nobel Peace Prize. We'll see what happens with her in Venezuela. You've been very outspoken. You don't think the Shah is that guy. He said it himself.
Not the Shah, the Reza Pahlavi,
his son.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The Shah's son.
Yeah.
Who do you think is the figurehead of Iran? That's the question.
problem. The problem is nobody is vocal enough to know who it is. And of the people that are, you know how many candidates they've imprisoned? You know how many candidates in Iran are in jail right now? You know how many candidates that are potential people that could run the place are in prison, silenced? You know how many? A ton. So they're also hiding it where they can't be as vocal. So there could be a few people on the inside that they know of, Iranians know of, that they want, but they don't have the mic. Like you got the mic in America. They don't have the mic to go around and do things. What are they going to do? Leave Iran and go campaign out of Dubai? Of course. Are they going to leave Iran and go campaign? By the way, you know what's the biggest thing that Iranian people are saying? Hey, Reza Pahlavi, why don't you go to Azerbaijan and say a few words from there? Come closer to Iran. Show some stuff. He's not doing it. The one thing about Trump, let me tell you what was very crystal clear about Trump, about Milei, about Bukele. You know what it was? They're willing to do the legwork. They're willing to go out there. They're willing to pay a price. They're willing to drive. They're willing to work their tails off. It's very obvious. We, the market, said, who is this crazy Elvis-looking guy from Argentina? There is no way he'll ever win making out with people on stage. Guess what? He won. Who is this Bukele guy that's in his early, mid-30s? He thinks he's going to be the leader and clean up El Salvador? Yes. Oh, shit. Maybe he's right. He won. Who is this, TV guy, billionaire, real estate guy? He's just doing a publicity stunt. No, he won and is cleaning house. Who is Reza Pahlavi? Somebody that can help Iranians, but not the guy that's going to play.
He doesn't have the fire in his belly. He doesn't have the will. He doesn't have the voice. He doesn't have the presence.
I got 4 kids. You think all my kids want to go out there and do something big with their lives? You know, if a father wants every one of his kids to want to have the fire to do something big with their lives. Trump's got 5 kids. Who's the most successful one?
Eric Jr., Ivanka. They're all doing great.
Well, who would you say?
Eric to me is, I think, number 1.
Okay, who knows if it's going to be Eric or it's Don or it's Ivanka.
Could be Barron.
Maybe it's Barron. But Tiffany, guess what? What's Tiffany doing?
She's a wife.
She's to herself.
Yeah.
Everybody has to live their own life.
Of course.
Okay, everybody has to live their own life.
How old was he when he had to leave Iran?
Well, he left before the revolution. They got him out before the revolution to be safe.
So he fled. He's lived a pretty comfortable life.
He's lived
in America.
a very comfortable life.
So
he's
maybe
never
it's
really
just
had a
that
real
he's
job.
had the silver spoon effect. He's never had to deal with what most Iranians who lived in Iran have had to deal with.
I know there's going to be random and outside of the box.
Yeah.
And whoever they pick, I think bringing a Christian into the mix, because hear me out, Adam. I know it's a Muslim nation, whatever, but every country out there that lost Christ, is in a constant state of war, crime, terrorism. I mean, Mamdani's a Muslim and he's in New York. Why can't it happen over there? I think, me personally, Tom, a Christian leader there would be impartial. And I'm telling you from experience, it'd be a whole different game. There wouldn't be any of this throwing people off of buildings. Women wouldn't have to cover their heads. Every time Christ was taken out, look at the outcome. Go ahead. Look at Syria.
Well,
I
don't care what religion this leader turns out to be.
What do you mean? Well,
as long as they can galvanize the people. Look, the Persian Empire was never Islamic. It was never Christian. It was Zoroastrian.
Yes.
If you're familiar with that.
Yes, of course.
For me, the religion is obviously important. It's a major component.
Huge, Adam.
But it's
Adam,
who can the people get behind? What is this? I am not Muslim. I am Persian. I hate Islam. That's what this is right there.
I am not Muslim.
They've been
I am
colonized.
But if they put somebody else in, Adam, that has that same attitude, it's going to become Syria.
Well, Shah Reza Pahlavi was Muslim.
What are the people? The people are saying, make Iran Persian again.
Not necessarily.
He wasn't Islamic or Islamist.
He wasn't Muslim.
But what was his religion?
He was
Muslim. Zoroastrian?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Tom, go ahead.
No, so the people have spoken. People have spoken in Venezuela. People are speaking right now in Iran, and that video, that young man, really touches my heart. Right? It's because what he's saying is, what do I have to live for here? And you look at the risk all those people took in Venezuela on the last election. Their guy won in a landslide. And then the people that supported him, his political advisors, people were in prison. You look at what Maduro did. And so now Maduro's out and you see the people celebrating. But now what's in the void? What's in the void? The one thing the NBC reporter is right about is there's still some bad guys in Venezuela. And so there needs to be a synergist come to the front to control things and to move it forward in Venezuela. Because Argentina had a stable country, a stable government, but a horrible set of economic policies, and they had an unstable economy. But on that stability, Milei was allowed to stand and then say, I'm getting rid of this, I'm getting rid of this. Afuera, and the whole chainsaw, I'm cutting it all down. Well, he only was able to do that because he had the stabilization of the country and relative stabilization of the government. The government was just run by a pack of loons that ran the economy into a tree. And so what Iran needs is, let's look at it the last 2 years. Iran's political primary system is really kind of rough. You don't win Iowa in Iran, you win a sentence in a cell, is what happens in the political primary. There needs to be a synergist that comes forward that can bring all of this together. Because Iran and Venezuela have two things in common. They have a lot of natural resources and oil, and that money can be used to restore the country for the benefit of the people and to make it run. And you have the people there have had enough in Venezuela. The people have had enough in Iran. But both places need a synergist to come to the front to bring it together.
And the overarching narrative is you have the Islamists and the communists teaming up to do what they're doing.
I've been getting a lot of connects about people talking about what they want to do with their culture in 2026, going into 2026. And for us, it's very clear. If you want to find out how specific our culture is at Valuetainment, we went from having 9 employees just a couple of years ago to now having nearly 160, 170 employees, full-time employees here on our campus here. Our culture deck is public, available. You can go purchase it to read through it. It tells you exactly how we do everything, how we do our calibration, what we stand for, what we do, what it takes to get promoted here. If you've never had one of these, you can go pick one of these up. Last time we did this, it sold out literally in minutes when it was gone. It's $19.99. Go get it. Read it for yourself. We even went to a company the other day in Arkansas. We were looking at them. Their entire code of honor was pretty much every single thing that we said except for one of them, and they had it in their front lobby. You can obviously go out there and change it up and do it for whatever you want to do with your company, but this could be a way for you to get some ideas for your business going into 2026. So go to vtmerch.com, Rob. We can put the link below as well for people to order. Culture Deck available for anybody to purchase. We'll ship it to you all over the world. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.